Hello, good afternoon or morning, whatever time you're looking at this video. So, today we're going to do something fun. We are going to end up coloring our periodic table. Ta-da! Okay, so here's the deal. You're not just going to use random colors. We're going to use specific colors to represent categories, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and rewind just a little bit. I'm going to tell you the colors that you will need. Here we go with number 1. You will need an orange. I guess I'll hold it underneath here. There we go. So grab an orange colored pencil. You can use markers if you want to, but they're quite dark and sometimes they bleed through. So I'd prefer colored pencil or crayon. Then you will need yellow. Grab a yellow. Green, preferably a light green. Then you'll need, okay, so for this one, I know it's green and blue, but we're gonna mix these two to make a teal color. If you happen to have a teal, that would be much better. But since I don't, I'm going to mix these together to make teal. And then you'll need purple, brown, dark or light, it's up to you, pink, red, black, or it's going to be gray, so we're going to use it to make it gray. So if you have just a regular pencil, you can use that, or you can use black. And then the last one is light blue. So here are all the colors you need again. So light blue, gray or black, red, pink, brown, purple, some sort of teal. I'm going to use these to mix together to make a teal, a light green, a yellow, and an orange. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with the orange. So grab your orange. I'm going to open up my periodic table. Okay. And you'll see at the very bottom, we have different labels, these little boxes. Each one of these little boxes is going to be a different color to represent a different category of elements, okay? So the first one says alkali metal, which is the small box right here. I want you to shade that in the color orange. Just like that. So that one is orange. So now what we're going to do with that, we are going to figure out where the alkali metals are on this periodic table, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to show you for too long, but hold on, that's the wrong one. Where'd it go? Did I exit out of it? Oh, I must have, hold on, y'all. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. So there's that. We're just going to look at this page. View, enter full screen. Okay, do not go ahead. Just do the orange ones with me, okay? And you'll notice that it is these 6 elements right here. This row is not orange, that's yellow. So we're going to color in lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium, okay? So you're going to color these 6 elements right here, and we're going to color them orange. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my other screen so that y'all can see that. All right. So it's going to be lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. Okay, I kind of just scribbled them in real quick just so I didn't take too much time. But I'm going to color those in. Nice and neat. And we are actually going to use this later on when we try to identify elements, or if we're trying to figure out the characteristics of elements. You can actually just look at the type of element it is, the category it's in, and you can tell a lot about it just by knowing the category. I've been staring at a computer so much today that my eyes are not quite working. They're like, I'm tired, go home. Okay, that is it for our orange alkali metals. I'm gonna color this in a little darker so you can see it better. Okay, so there we go. The next color I would like you to get out is your yellow. So go ahead and grab your yellow color, whether it be a crayon, a colored pencil, a pen, a marker, all of that is fine. And that will be your alkaline metals. Kind of sounds very similar to alkali metals, but it's alkaline metals. There's a slight difference, not too much. You're going to color that yellow. And now I'm going to pop over to the other page so that you can see. Well, I guess I don't have to go through the full page. Okay, so we're going to color in this second column right here. So it's going to be beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. I always kind of joke at this point when I go over the elements with my kids because I tell them it sounds like Harry Potter spells. You know, there's definitely one in here that sounds like a Harry Potter word, and you'll know it when you hear it. So we're going to color in that second row. I'm going to start from the bottom. So radium, barium, or barium, strontium, calcium. Y'all have definitely heard of calcium before. Helps build strong bones. And it's good for your teeth, for your enamel. Magnesium. You've probably heard of that too. If you ever have trouble sleeping at night, sometimes, I don't know if they do this for kids, but they suggest magnesium, and it helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. And the last one is beryllium. And that is it for the alkaline metals, which are categorized by the color yellow. Okay, next one that you will need is your light green color, just like this. And this is going to be for your transition metals. So go ahead and color that in. And if you notice, so far these first three categories that we've done, the second word in each category is metal. So you, not knowing what the periodic table was, you've heard of metal before, right? You probably just think about it as one big general idea, metal. Strong, metallic, sometimes it's magnetic. They use it to build stuff like frames or machinery. But in this case, there's different types of metal, and we'll learn more about that as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and we're going to look at all of these light green ones in the middle, okay? So what I'm going to do, what am I trying to do? I want to do full view. There we go. I'm going to show you all this one, and I'll just let you look at all the light green ones. So you're going to color in pretty much that whole middle section except for the two blank ones. So what I like to do, I like to go around the border first and then go on the inside. So I'm going to start with scandium. And if you ever need to, you can always pause so you can catch up or get a different color. And then we'll go to titanium, which is the next one over on the right. Your vanadium. Chromium. Some of these can be kind of hard to say. Manganese. That's a fun one. It'd be kind of funny if y'all were like reading out the periodic table at the dinner table or like just randomly and your parents or your siblings would be like, whoa, what are they saying? Sounds like a different language. Iron, y'all know about iron. Iron's good for your body. It's a type of metal. We have cobalt. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the other view so that y'all can see what I'm coloring in. There we go. Wait, hold on. I got to check to make, I don't want to make a mistake. That'd be bad. Okay, so we're going to stop at zinc. Go. Okay, I've got it. So we got nickel, copper, and zinc. We use all three of these to create coins now. I believe, I might be lying about this, but I believe that nickels used to be made of 100% nickel and pennies used to be 100% copper. But over the years, they started like using different metals as a mixture. I guess it worked better. I don't know why. I'd have to research that a little more. Mercury. My hand's starting to cramp. Copernicum. Copernicum. That one's hard to say. I'm going to go back over here. So yttrium. Hafnium. Rutherfordium. Ooh, hand cramp. Do y'all ever do finger yoga? I used to do this with my fourth graders. Kind of like when we would write a lot, they would make fun of me because I'd be like, okay, let's do finger yoga. You just stretch your fingers, you do them in different movements, and it kind of helps uncramp them. Dubnium. Seaborgium. Borium. And I know I had a couple people ask me this year if y'all have to memorize this periodic table. The answer is no, because I kind of use this, like, you know how you have a multiplication chart in math and you reference it, like you'll be like, oh, 10 times 2 is, and then you see 20, right? So this is kind of the same thing. You're going to look at the different characteristics of elements through this table and see why they're categorized the way that they are. But I'm not going to have you memorize, like, say, gold is the 79th element on the periodic table. I'm not going to have you do that. But I would like you to know what that 79 means, okay? And if you see right here, this is off topic, sorry, by the way. But we'll go over this next week. But this actually explains what's inside the boxes in each of these. So you have atomic number, so how many atoms are in that particular element. The symbol, which is basically an abbreviation, 1 or 2 or 3 letters. The name of the element and the atomic mass, so how much space it takes up. So yeah, just a little bit of side information right there. I'm going to try and hurry up a little bit so this is not like an hour-long video. But y'all can take your time. You can make it a little prettier. Okay, so there, I did all the outside ones. Now I'm going to do the inside. Zirconium. Whew. This is the most coloring I've done in years. Maybe just because I'm trying to hurry up. Who knows? Okay. That is it for the greens, for the transition metals. What do y'all think? Is your hand hurting already? Whew. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the next category, which is basic metals. And that's where we're going to have that tealish color, okay? So like I told y'all earlier, I'm going to use 2 different colors to make it teal-ish. I just basically want it to look more greenish blue than just the green. Like I want it to look different. And you'll notice it's kind of cool. It makes kind of a staircase image, whatever you call that. And then the purples kind of go in between the next staircase down here. So keep that in mind because it's going to help you out with something else later on. How do I get out of here? There we go. Wait, hold on. I'm going to do this real quick and then I will show y'all. So it's basically aluminum, the rest of that row. What does that say? Tin. There we go. It's kind of funny because you'll see tin's symbol is SN, and all the other symbols kind of match the name of the name of the element. So keep that in mind too. Okay. There we go. I kind of marked it in so I could reference it. Okay. So I put a little green on these 5, these 3, these 2, and this one. And now I'm going to kind of mix in the blue. I'll add a little more green after I do this. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? It's like ombre green and blue. Ooh, this is messy. If you have OCD, I apologize. This is not gonna look that nice to you. I'll fill in the little spots later on. So I'm going to, I'll color it like this. Have a little green, have a little blue in there. There we go. So that's it for the basic metals. Our next color should be purple, I believe. I'm gonna check it just in case so I don't mess y'all up. Yes, purple, okay. So we're gonna color in boron, silicone, or silicon, either way you say it, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and polonium. Okay, I kind of just scribbled. I'll make it a little nearer. So boron, silicon, germanium, and remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause it. Like, you have the power. Or you can kind of do what I did. Like, I just scribbled real fast in between each and then make it neater later on. That can always save you some time. Okay, so those purple ones are the semi-metals, which is this category right here. Ta-da! Okay, next category, we're going to use brown. And this is going to be for our non-metals. So our non-metals, you'll notice there's one little loner right here. That's called hydrogen. And then we have 6 over here on that little purple stair step. Okay. So we'll color in hydrogen, and then carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, and selenium. Okay, I'll pop on back to the other page so y'all can see what I'm coloring in. So hydrogen is over here all the way to the left. We're going to color that brown. And then carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, selenium. And that is it for non-metals. So we're also going to color in this box down here. And that should make sense to y'all because y'all know that oxygen is not a metal and carbon's not a metal, right? They're gases. Or they make up the atmosphere. So that's it for non-metals. Now grab your bright pink color. And this will be for your halogens. Okay. I'll pop over to the other page. Okay. So the halogens are this light pinkish purple, but I chose pink. It's going to be the second column from the right. So from fluorine all the way down to anunseptium. Try and say that one. That's kind of fun. Anunseptium. So we got chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine or astatine, and then anunseptium. So that's it for pink. Okay. Next color is red. And as you can see, the reds are all the way to the right. So here are the halogens, the pinks. Now we're going to use red to color our noble gases. So this whole row on the very far right-hand side, we're going to color red. Kind of funny whenever people color in Krypton, they're like, oh, that's like Superman. And xenon, radon, and anoctium. That one's hard to say. Anoctium. So those are your noble gases on the right. We got 2 more colors to do. Now we're going to use our black to make a grayish color. Or if you just have a regular pencil, you can use that too, just lightly shade, okay? And I will show you on the bottom, the lower part of this periodic table, it's the top row that we're going to color all gray. And you'll also notice that this little loner right here is also gray. So we're going to color that one in. I gotta hurry with my video too because it's on 12% battery. So I might have to make this a little messy and then, y'all make yours a little neater. Do as I say and not as I do. Right? So that whole top of the bottom row from lanthanum to lutetium. Okay, and y'all can probably guess the rest that's light blue belongs to actinides. We're going to color that in. I'm gonna color in the blank first because I feel like I would forget about it. And you'll actually notice that 89 through 103 matches up with this bottom row's numbers. So keep that in mind. Okay, I'll make mine a little neater once I'm off camera, but this is what your periodic table should kind of look like, okay? Make sure you have the correct colors for each of the labels down here, the categories, and make sure that your colors match up with mine. Remember that this is my teal color. I know it looks kind of like earth colors, right? So make sure that you have some sort of teal color for that. And after y'all watch this video, I'm going to have a little Google form quiz for y'all to fill out just so I can count you present. And then you will be done for the day. And I hope you have a great weekend and a very relaxing Labor Day on Monday since we won't have school. I'll see y'all later. I'm trying to wave. Do I wave this way? Okay, bye.